We've been down so long, oppressing in our members. Twinkling of an eye, now watch us fly like Delta engines. Man, we beneficial when these laws they benefit you. I got so much channel aggression towards any law official that say we not the people or any artificial that conjured up an image that is contrary to the scriptures. On that beat like polished brass, lightning bolts coming from his visage. You can approach the throne, but not until I extend the golden scepter. That's right, stay in line. Watch me handle mine.
Now what? Huh?
How? Whereas the outlook of this stuff, people be like, okay, well, say like the way y'all do Israel, the way Israel do it, the way the belief, the standards of how it goes. Okay, now it's like, all you gotta do is orders come over here, right? White people own it. Indians own it, Arabs own it. Now it's basically towards them. But then if it was a white man and the black people start owning it, then what would we talk about?
Alright, so I'm gonna ask you a question real quick. So let's just stick on the subject of gas stations because we're in front of one, right? Majority of the gas stations are owned by who now? Arab. Right? They come over here from across seas and get them a gas station, right? How do they get access to the gas station? To the white people, right? So let's just say that they do give black people gas stations, right? Who we get the gas from? Right. Who we get the supplies to go in the gas station from?
That goes back to what I said. We took a black person will pick up the pieces and stop living
what you be
in the past and come on and try to produce.
Ain't no money.
Why you get it from them? If they not how what you be doing? Finesse that business and get it to where it's okay now everybody then it'll be a different time.
Okay, so
I'm scared to get into it because
would you recommend
I gotta do this, I gotta do that.
Right, so let's talk reality right now. Let's talk reality. Right now, the white man owns everything. Do you believe that or not? No, but I'm asking. They run the whole world. I'm gonna show you the Bible said that first. I'm gonna make my point. Give me that in Job. I'm gonna show you that the so-called white man run everything, and God gave it to him. Watch this. Watch this, Job.
The book of Job, 9:24.
Right up.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
It says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. The wicked is who? The so-called white man. I'm gonna show you that too. Go to that Matthew. I'm gonna show you that the wicked is talking about the so-called white man. The Bible calls them Esau, Edom, because they skin is red, right? The white person, they skin out white. That's why we say so-called white, because your pan is white. Nobody on earth is that color, right? So they are a pinkish reddish color, right? So the Bible calls them Esau. Watch this, read.
The book of Malachi, chapter 1:4.
Right out.
Whereas Edom said
So Edom is Esau, read.
Said we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
So have you ever heard of the Dark Ages? The Dark Ages. The reason why you don't really know that much about them is because the so-called white man was living in caves during that time. The Dark Ages when so-called black man ruled the whole world. That was Dark Ages. So this is talking about them. They read it again.
But we will, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished.
So he said, Edom said we impoverished. That's when they were living in the caves. That's what Caucasian come from. I mean cave dweller. That's what Caucasian means. Right? So he said we are impoverished, read.
But we will return and build the desolate places.
And it said we will return and build desolate places. Who built up America? Like who orchestrated it, like that? Who orchestrated the building of America? White people, right? So they came back and they built. They said they was gonna come back and return and build. Read.
Thus said the Lord of hosts.
They said, thus said the Lord of hosts.
They shall build, but I will throw down.
God said they're gonna build it up, but he gonna tear it down. Read.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
God said He gonna call those people the border of wickedness. So that's why I said earlier, Job said the world was given to the hand of the wicked. We're talking about these same people, the border of wickedness, right? So you with me now, right? So they own everything, right? The white people own everything, correct? You got that? You agree with that, right? So, now, let's just say they give us all the gas stations. They still own everything else. So you got to go to them to even get the gas to go in the pumps, to get the food that's in there, the water, the Gatorade, all that, right? We still got to go to them to still get that stuff, right? So, So I'm asking you, by us owning the gas stations, how can that help our community? Right. That's the point. But
the problem with black people is
the thing is, it's not necessarily just accepting, because we haven't accepted it. We changed our lives. We making changes, because when you accept, you don't change, right? When you accept stuff, you sit there and just let it be there. You don't change, right? I want to get my brother involved in the conversation. What's your name, bro? Right here. Hey, what's your name? Mark, come on up. I want to get you involved in our conversation we have.
not too much.
No, you good, bro. You good. So he said that us as black people, we just accept what's going on, right? And I agree with that to the most part. As a whole, we do accept it. We just sit back and say, well, it is what it is. That's our mindset. It is what it is. But now we got to use this Bible to not accept it. How can we not, what is the actions coming behind not accepting something? Anyone y'all can answer. What's the actions? Change it, right? You said the same thing, right? Changing is you don't want to accept. So, okay, if you don't want to accept the white man ruling over us, now the question is, what do we have to do for it to not happen? What do we have to do for that to change? What do we got to do?
Unity. Everybody has to come together and be on one same path.
Okay. What you say? So he said he got to come together and be on the same mindset, right?
One mindset.
One mindset. And you say what?
Get around our same mindset.
Watch this. Let me show you. Hold on. If you got the same mindset, it means all y'all thinking the same thing, right? Watch this. Read that.
The book of Romans, the 12th verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
The Bible says, don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by renewing your mind, right? And the agreement is if we all have the same mindset. Give me that in 1 Corinthians 1. Watch this. So the Bible says we got to be changed, and not according to this world, though. Because this world, who rules it? The white man. So God said, don't be conformed to this world that's ruled by the so-called white man, but be changed by what? The Bible. Watch this.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1 verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren,
Paul said, I beg you, brethren. I'm begging you, brothers. Watch this.
by the name of our Lord Jesus Christ,
By the name of our Lord Jesus Christ,
that ye all speak the same thing.
it says that you all speak the same thing. So Paul said by Jesus Christ that we should all speak the same thing. So that means if we speak the same things, we'll agree on what? Go back to Romans. We'll agree on this right here, right? Read.
Romans 12 verse 2. And be not conformed to this world,
If we all spoke the same thing, we came together spoke the same thing, we'll be saying it to each other. Read.
but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
We got to come out of the mindset that what the white man made. We got to come out of that. We got to change our mindset. So, say for instance, if all black people came together and didn't change our minds, we'll have a big old pot of stealers, robbers, killers, adulterers, hatred. We'll have a whole pot of that if we didn't change our minds. Right. So the first step is doing what? Getting our minds changed. Watch this, read.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 verse 3.
Right out.
Can two walk together except they be agreed?
The Bible said, can two walk together so they be agreed? So if we not on one mindset, we can't walk together. Right. So say for instance, if you, I'm not saying this is how you think, but say if you believe, okay, let's all, hold on, hey, stay one more second, bro. You say we all need to get guns and come together, right? And you say, well, let's all get money and come together. There's two different mindsets, right? True. So if you got guns, you got money, you don't have money and he got money, what mindset y'all gonna have? Y'all say that people gonna have towards the people that got money, that got guns. What y'all gonna do?
I got guns.
Right, exactly. You be like, oh, we got the gun, we got the power, they got the money. We need the money now, so let's rob them. So y'all can't walk together. And that's how we live in the hood. Our people live in the hood. We see somebody got a nice car, nice house. Our mindset is, I want that. I'm finna rob him. It's the same thing. But if we change our mindset to come back to what the Most High wants us to do, we'll walk together then. So that means the first thing we gotta do is change our mind before we do anything else.
I like seeing somebody doing that.
It's supposed to. It's supposed to. But doing good. Doing good ain't always having money. Let me show you something real quick. Go to Luke. Now go to Luke 4. Watch this. Go to Luke 4. Having money ain't always just doing good. Because think about this. Megan Thee Stallion. She got money, right? Hey, Jay-Z got money, right? Jay-Z got money. He got money. So you see him being successful will motivate you, right? He got money, I can get money too. You'll probably try to do it the same way he did it. How did Jay-Z get his money? No, I'm just saying but the way our brain is programmed is just like that. Okay, we'll see how successful this man is. He's very successful. How did he get that way? Let me find out. Let me go research. Let me go Google how did he get to where he is. Because maybe I can do it the same way he did it. Or maybe I could just use some of the things he did and twist it a little bit. Because that's how Jay-Z got where he at. He saw somebody else do it and did it the same way. Right? Because he didn't make up a way to get rich on his own. No. He got it from somebody else. Right. So his riches, the way he got to the riches, ain't the righteous way. Right. Let me show you. Watch this. Read that. Start at verse, nope, we're gonna jump up. Verse 6, yeah.
The book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 6.
I'm gonna give you the backstory. This is the devil talking to Christ, Jesus Christ right now. The devil talking to him. Watch this.
And the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee.
So the devil said, I got all this power over the whole world. He said, I'm gonna give it to you. Watch this.
And the glory of them, for they is delivered unto me, and to whosoever I will give it.
He said, and who?
And to whomsoever I give it.
So he said, I got all this power, and I will give it to you if you worship me. I give it to whosoever I want to. So what does it tell you about the devil? Huh? I'm saying, but what does it tell you about the devil? No, it tell you that he had the power to give you whatever you want. So the devil can give you riches. He said, all you gotta do is just serve me. So just because somebody got money, that don't mean they're doing right. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to prove that point to you. So this is how you're supposed to look at somebody that's doing right. Give me that in Romans first. Which is right.
You never know what they doing right or wrong, because at the end of the day, me, I'm a man, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to provide, but at the same time, if I wanna succeed in life, I'm gonna look at it from a different perspective.
Okay, yeah,
Of course, I'm gonna look at, if I'm in the church house right now, and I see that, say if I'm in you guys' church house,
right,
I see the light, I see something positive. Of course, I'm gonna go by doing it the way I see it. Because the thing is something positive. It's the right way to do it.
Right, you're supposed to do it.
If I see that man over there trying to make money or doing what he's doing, working hard or whatever to provide for his family, and I see the come up, I'm gonna acknowledge. I'm gonna bring it to your attention. Like, man, I love what you're doing.
Right.
I don't know what you're doing. I'm not the judge of what you're doing. I can't see what you're doing. I don't know if it's negative or positive.
Yeah, I get what you said. I wanna. It was something.
This is true. He don't know who he is according to the Bible.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna get you into it, bro. But it was something you said earlier. You said that the reason why the so-called white man rule the world and we don't is because we're not stepping up, right? So are you saying that we have the same equal rights as them?
In a sense, no. In a sense, yes.
So give me the sense, yes. I want to know what that is.
That's like, who would been in tubs?
We did.
Who would been in look?
We did.
Okay. See all things that we invented? We never did what? We never patented, right?
Right.
So with that being said, we never patented, then it's an open game for anybody, right?
Right.
So if we would have patented and we would have took the step, what would have happened?
All right, so
the white man would have had that patent.
You're right, you're absolutely right. But at the time when we made it, where were we? Who were we? What was our condition when we made it?
We was in a bad situation.
We was in slavery. We were in servitude to those people. So we couldn't patent it. Even if we wanted to, we couldn't patent it.
But it's just like right now. As of right now, it's still going on right now to this day.
Because why? We still in that same slavery. Because think about it. Think about this. Think about this.
They're not doing this here.
Yeah. Let me show you. Watch this. Let me show you how we still in the same slavery. Back then, we was on the plantation making all these things, right? And we was on, say we was on the Jones plantation, right? And your name is Maine. On that plantation, your last name would be what? Jones. Because you the property of the Jones plantation. So if they say if you got sold, right? On that certificate of you being sold to the Johnson plantation, it'll say Maine Jones sold to the Johnson plantation. Then your name will be changed to Maine Johnson, and now you belong to that plantation. So now, when we come off the plantation, our name's still the same. So we still owned by those same people. Because what are they doing now? The only thing that's different now is when we work, we get money. But back then, when we worked, all we got was food, clothes, a house. But now when we make our money, we buy food, clothes, and a house to the same people that gave us the money. So ain't nothing changed, but it's just a transaction got did. Back then, we worked to have a house, food, and water, right? In slavery, that's what we did. They gave us a hut, they gave us slop, they gave us some raggedy clothes to put on. Now we go to work 40 hours, and give them money to get a hut, raggedy clothes. We can't afford the best clothes, and food. And we can't afford the best food either. Like my brother right here. Do you shop at Whole Foods? You don't, right? You gotta shop at probably Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Super One, probably Save a Lot. Somebody don't know y'all gotta Save a Lot down here. But that's what the majority of people shop in. Because we can't afford the greater things that the so-called white man can afford. Because they own their stuff. So they got better riches than we do. They got better opportunities than we do. So I'm gonna show you that we still in slavery. I'm gonna show you that we still in slavery. I'm gonna show you who he is at the same time. Watch this. What's your name again, my brother? You do it on 2848. What's your name again? Two. So two. I'm gonna show you who we are according to the Bible, because that's your question. And man, I'm gonna show you that we are still in that same slavery today. Watch this. Deuteronomy 28:48. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48.
Right out.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
Start at 45. Watch this.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
So God said, all these things will come over us until we be destroyed. Why?
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If we just go deep into this chapter, the things that God said will overcome us is curses. We're gonna be in the ghetto. We're gonna have the lowest paid jobs, last hired, first fired, single parent house. So we're gonna have all this stuff. That's what God's talking about. So now we're going to just the part we talking about still in slavery today. Watch this.
To keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee, and they should be upon thee for a sign.
So those curses will be upon us for a sign. What does a sign do, man? I'm saying, what does a sign do? Like this sign right here.
Yeah.
This sign. It lets you know, right? Lets you know what store it is, right? That's what it do. So these curses gonna be a sign upon us to let us know who we are today. And what else?
And for a wonder.
And I wonder why we going through these things. Why is there so much black on black crime? Why do black people live in the worst parts of the city? That's the wonder, right? Read.
And upon thy seed forever.
He said it's gonna be upon us forever, meaning from the time he gave to us until the time Christ comes back. That means forever. Read. That's it.
And verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
Now we can both agree that the so-called black man, black woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman do not serve God the way he said they serve, right? We agree on that, right? Watch
this. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
Because of that, we're going to serve our enemies, right? Who is our enemies? So-called white people, and the Arabs, and the Chinese. I'm going to show you that. Watch this. It's going to answer your question right here. Watch this.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
Because we got to go to them in hunger. Who do we get our food from? Today. White people. And you got the Chinese restaurants. You got the Middle Eastern restaurants. The East Indian restaurant. You got all that, right? But right here. This is East Indian right here. We go to them for the food, right? Hold on. I'm making a point right now. So we like today, in reality, we go to them, right? Read.
And in thirst.
The water. God made water, right? But we got to go to the store, buy our bottles of water. Cause you're not finna go to the Mississippi River and drink that water, is you? You're not. It's dirty. So you got to come here to get your water. Or if you got a house, you got to pay a water bill. You got to pay to have water in your house. So we got to go to them for water. Even in slavery time, we had to go to them. They had to give us the pots of water. We didn't just go out there and get on our own. They did. They gave it to us for after we got through working all day. Read.
And in nakedness.
And our clothes we got enough about. We don't make our own clothes. We might have our own clothing lines like Sean, John, and Fenty.
You can make your own clothes.
But we don't own the textiles to make our own clothes though.
Right.
We don't own the textile companies like Sean John. P. Diddy own that. But he got to get the textiles from the white man.
Right.
Savage Fenty, Rihanna own that. But she got to get her fabric from the white man. They got to make all that for her. She just put her name on it and sell it and make a portion off of it. But she don't make 100% off that. Neither does Sean John. So we got to go to them for our clothes too. Right? Read.
And in want of all things. And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. Do you have a car? Did you make it? You had to go buy it, right? You got insurance? Do you pay insurance for it? Do you have to buy a tag every 3 years, something like that? So you gotta go to them for everything. Like we probably invented the car. You know what I'm saying? But we don't own nothing now. We made the idea up, but now we gotta go to our enemies for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's showing you that we still in that same slavery. Because what's the opposite of slavery? Freedom, right? So I mean, when you free, you doing what? Because you got two roles of society. You got the servitude and what? I'm just putting it in layman terms, the master and the servant, right? Those are the two state of minds, the state of people we got, right? Ones that do the serving and ones that oversee the servants, right? So when you free, you the ones that got the servants. So at a point of time,
in that sense, for me, I stand on all 10. If a person get the idea that they over me or they dominant than me, nah, we ain't gonna do that. I don't care about this job, I don't care about none of it. I'm gonna come in and do my job.
So when
you tell me like, you better do this and do that, look, too bad, man.
Okay, so you work, right? You work for somebody else, right? So the person you work for is over you.
Not my mouth.
But you work for him. So it means he's over you.
He over me,
Meaning
not my mouth.
but he has the power to fire you for no reason.
Hey, that's what I'm gonna tell you. Oh well.
You're still fired though.
Don't buy nothing.
But
But at the end of the day,
at
that's
that,
just like a police officer.
yeah.
You might got your badge, you might got everything, but underneath you still the same thing as me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stand on all 10. If you come disrespect me, I'm gonna be disrespectful back.
Okay, all right, watch this. Romans 9, watch this. Romans 9. Let me show you something. No, Romans 13. Romans 13. So even God himself deals with order. God put somebody over us. At one point, God put us over everybody.
Right.
The only man above me.
I'm gonna show you something. Watch this. I'm glad you said that. God is the only one above you. Watch this.
The book of Romans, the 13th verse 1.
Right out.
Let every soul be subject unto the highest power.
Okay, hold on. Read it again. Read it right.
Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
He said, God said, let every soul be subject to a higher power. Watch this. Read. Watch this.
For there is no power but of God.
He said, but there's no power but of God. Watch this. Read on.
The powers that are ordained of God.
It said the powers that are ordained of God. So now he putting the difference now. So God ordained some kind of power on earth. Watch this. Read.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power,
So he said, whosoever resists the power that God put on earth, meaning God set people high on earth. That's the power.
I'll be a dead man before I let him come with me.
I want you to listen to the scripture, bro.
I'm
Listen to the scripture. I want you to really listen to the scripture.
Tell me, hey,
Hey,
I'm over you. I'm your boss.
I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. I want you to listen to the scripture. You said the only man over you is God, right? But listen to what God telling you right now. Watch this. Read again.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God.
So God said, if you resist that power that He put over you on this earth, you resisting Him.
Right.
So that means if a police pull you over and he talking smack to you and you resist arrest, who are you resisting? Really?
Well, you're in the wrong, so I'm not resisting anyone.
Okay. Let's say he don't get it. He is come to you respectfully.
Oh, go
He
ahead.
come to you respectfully, and you still resist him.
I would.
I'm not saying you would. I'm saying if, because some cases our people do that. The police come up to him respectfully, and they be like, "Man, why you pulling me over, man?" And then that's when it escalated, right?
Right.
So at that point, they're resisting. So read again.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power.
So even if it's you or somebody else, anybody that resists, that's why God said whosoever. Anybody that resists that power, read,
Resisteth the ordinance of God.
resist the orders of God. So even if he do come to you and say, "I'm over you," I'm over you. You still gotta bow down to that, because he telling the truth. It's like your kids, right? You over your kids. You over your kids. So if you come to your kids and say, "I'm your daddy, do what I say do," and they had the same mindset as you, they gonna say, "Hell no, nigga, you ain't gonna talk to me like that." What you gonna do?
I won't do my kids like that.
So you wouldn't say, "I'm your daddy, you gonna do what I say do." You would not.
It ain't no difference.
I'm saying, okay.
Alpha and Omega.
I don't do my kids.
I don't know nothing
So
about no other
if
guy.
I'm just talking hypothetically.
No, I'm just
Hypothetically.
saying. I don't talk like this to my kids.
Hypothetically, if your kids came to you with disrespect, how you gonna talk to them? Or how you gonna treat them?
I'm a handler. Then I'm come back and tell them what they did wrong.
You gonna handle them, right? Okay. Hold on. Let me see what the sister wants.
This sister Quilla, she want to teach her which child of God she is.
So you want to know which side of God you are. Hold
How
on.
special she is.
Gotcha. I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna finish this point here. I'm gonna deal with you. So let me show you what God said first. Matter of fact, you've been with us for a while. Let me deal with her real quick. I'm gonna come back to you, okay? All right. So my sister, you said your name what? Aquila. Sister Aquila. You wanna know who you are, right?
I know who I am, but he said he want you guys to show me how special I really am.
Okay, so tell me who you are first.
I'm a son of God.
You're a son of God.
I am a son of God.
You're a son of God.
Yes. Son means in Hebrew, man or woman. There's no gender when it comes to Christianity or religion.
Okay, give me 1 Corinthians 11. First 1 Corinthians 11. Because you claim yourself as a son of God. Okay. So there's no, so when it comes to God, there's no difference between man and woman.
There's no gender.
There's no gender
Yes.
between man and woman. So God didn't create man and woman.
Yes, he did.
So what does gender mean first?
Gender means male or female.
Okay, so
That's why I say I'm a son of God.
Daughters ye are.
who's what?
Whose daughters ye are.
God said whose daughters you are. He didn't say whose sons you are. He said whose what?
Whose daughters ye are.
So God is calling the women the daughters of Sarah. But you said you are a son of God. How does that make sense? If God said something different.
Yes, he did in reference to them because she was married to him. I'm not married.
So just because you're not married, that makes you a son?
I am a son of God. I know who I am.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is